Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, it is getting from the sublime to the ridiculous within the Nigerian state. Now, before I bring you this story, just to fulfill all righteousness, this story is coming out only from one news outlet so far, a northern newspaper called The Nation, but no doubt it will develop in the course of the week. So this is a story from one news source so far. So with that guys, I bring you this. Federal government to drag George before NJC for granting Sowore bail. So that's the headline. Federal government to drag George before NJC for granting Sowore bail. So now let's get into exactly what's been said here. There were indications last night that the federal government was contemplating reporting Justice Taiwo Taiwo to the National Judicial Council NJC on account of his decision to grant bail to the convener of the Revolution Now protest, Mr. Omoyele Sowore. Justice Taiwo of the Federal High Court in Abuja admitted Sowore to bail on Tuesday and dismissed the objection raised by the Department of State Services to the bail. The Nation gathered, so The Nation being the newspaper that is reporting this, The Nation gathered last night that a shocked Nigerian security and intelligence community met on the matter yesterday and resolved to appeal the judgment. It also decided to petition the NJC on the issue. A top government source who spoke to The Nation on the condition of anonymity said that anyone standing trial for treasonable felony is not entitled to bail. He said Sowore's bail is likely to bring trouble for that judge. A report has been prepared to report him to the NJC in view of the fact that, as far as this country, it is known that a person charged with treasonable felony has no bail option. So, the security and intelligence community in this country is shocked by the judgment, and there is a consensus that the judgment should not only be appealed, but that the NJC should be petitioned about the conduct and abuse of power by the judge. Sowore was arrested and kept in custody by the DSS since the 3rd of August 2019 for allegedly calling for revolution through the group's protest fixed for the 5th of September 2019. Sowore on Thursday commenced a contempt suit against the Director General of the DSS, Yusuf Bichi, for allegedly disobeying the order granting him bail. On Wednesday, his lawyer submitted his passport to a Deputy Chief Registrar of the court. Meanwhile, Sowore remains in the custody of the Department of State Services last night, 72 hours after a federal high court granted him bail. His lawyers claimed yesterday that the DSS refused to comply with the court order even after his bail conditions had been met. It was gathered that a court bailiff bearing the documents confirming that the bail conditions had been met was not allowed into the DSS premises in Abuja yesterday morning. He was asked to come back at 12 noon, which he did. This time, the document was collected from him and Sowore's lawyers at the gates, and yet he was not released. Sowore is facing trial for treason-related charges. Justice Taiwo Taiwo ordered the release of the convener of Revolution Now protest on Tuesday on the condition that his lawyer, Mr. Falana San, will produce him for arraignment whenever he is required. So now this is now the latest goings on. But as I said, this is just been reported by one news outfit at the moment. The Nation is the name of the newspaper, The Nation Online. So it's a northern newspaper, and it was the same news outfit actually that did that expose on the Ganduje thing where we saw him pocketing dollars. So it has some credibility, so it's a reasonably credible source, and we wait for developments on this. But this is what is being reported by this news outlet, that the DSS are shocked and alarmed that Sowore has been granted bail because of the charges, of course, that they leveled leveled against him, and they are now looking now to report this justice Taiwo that granted that bill to the governing body of the legal structures within Nigeria. And what was it called again? We saw it at the top just now. Well, let's just have a look. I'm just scrolling up. Yes, the National Judicial Council is where this article is purporting to want to report him to. So now this is now the latest development now, and a lot of us, of course, have always been of the sense that the likelihood of Sowore being released are very remote. It's between slim and none, and slim is not in town. So once these people have their clutches, once they sink their clutches into you, it's very difficult for you to wriggle out, and it's also difficult for them to let go. We've seen countless examples, and the court judgments really have no meaning. Dasuki, El Zakzaki, and so on and so forth. So along that path they continue to walk, and it looks as though they are going to walk that path again from the missives and the little snippets that is coming out now, because now this guy is now 3 days in after they said to release him within, I think, 2 days. Well, it's now 3 days in, to the point that his lawyers have now gone to court to file charges against his non-release, and this is now the narrative that is now in play. Because we have been here before, the same lawyer, the same set of circumstances. El Zakzaki, about 7-8 court judgments, release him, they just ignore it. Dasuki, about 7-8 court judgments, release him, they just ignore it. So really there's absolutely no reason why they would let Sowore go when they've not let others go. So this is really where the concern is. But then there's an international focus on this one. Maybe that would add an additional pressure, but these people have never really given consideration to that. They just carry on and do whatever it is that pleases them, and this looks as though it's going to play out in this manner again. I hope it doesn't, but we cannot ignore the history and the antecedents of these people, because this is something that repeats and repeats and repeats. And if it repeats and it repeats and it repeats, then we must of course then take the learnings of the experience that we've had of it to then apply it to the current situation. And the experience that we have had of it is that court judgments are continuously and routinely ignored. That's just the state of play. There's only one legal structure in Nigeria, and that legal structure is Buhari. If he decides that you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison, or the duration of his tenure, that you are going to spend the duration of his tenure in prison, then you are jolly well going to do that, because as I said, he controls all of the apparatus of state, and all of the apparatus of state can hold you in a vice grip in a way that you cannot wriggle out of it. So now dark clouds continue to pervade the Sowore firmament. Revolution now is now something of a distant past now, and it is now set Sowore free. That is now the song that we're now having to sing now. The only silver lining in the firmament, of course, is that Sowore has a feisty and an experienced lawyer like the activist Femi Falana fighting his corner. So that's just the one thing that he has in his favor. And the other thing that he has in his favor is that this whole situation, this whole drama, this whole palaver has an international dimension, and there's been a lot of international outcry against this. So now that this judgment has now been given, for them to go against this judgment will be them doubling down on a very shaky position. But then of course this is something that these people are well capable of doing. We know them, and we know what they're capable of, and they're extremely capable of this. So now Sowore continues to be in detention, and the date for his release is sometime in the future. How near or far that future is at the discretion of Malam Buhari, and Malam Buhari is not known for giving way. So it doesn't look too good for Sowore at the moment, I have to say. I am for Sowore. I am not his greatest fan, but I'm certainly not against him. I agree with a lot of the things that he wants to do and a lot of things that he has to say. I might not agree with his methods, and I find him a little bit too bombastic for my liking, and a little bit too I don't know, I cannot and I do not want to criticize the guy given the circumstances that he is in now, but we leave that for another narrative when it's a free man and being bombastic again. Then we can have our full pelt at him, but at the moment we stand in solidarity with him. Let this guy go, because he hasn't really done anything other than to agitate for good governance within the country. And if you are against him for agitating for good governance within the country, then conversely you must be then in favor of bad governance within the country, and bad governance of course is something that would not wash. Conversations in the comment section as usual, but before you come join me in the comment section to have a chat about this, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray, bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video, then come let me know what you are making of what is going on in the life and times of Omoyele Sowore in the comment section. So I'll leave you here, join you in the comment section, but here I say peace.